2 super chats today. One from Brett Watson. He said Jared Allen looked like it was his first day in prison.
Locked up abroad.
That's funny, Brett. That's
That
funny.
is so. Hey, what's his name again? Shout him out.
Shout out Brett Watson.
That and Thin Duncan.
That Thin Duncan.
Thin
is
Duncan
crazy.
was good. And then always balling 7, which leads us right into our next conversation. With the Giannis and Hero injuries, which if you didn't see, Hero broke his hand. Giannis is a lower back contusion. Hero's out. Giannis' status TBD. Do you think this makes the New York-Cleveland series even that much more important? Winner now gets a potentials fight.
Yep.
At a
Hell
shot
yeah.
in the Eastern Conference
Now,
Finals.
I don't think. First of all, I don't think that he's going to be gone for the series.
I just see Giannis almost look like he tore his ACL and came back like the next week.
Right.
and
Now,
get
what
to
might
50.
happen is they might mess around and get dinged.
Yeah.
Then you got the Heat.
Yeah. Right.
Then, should the Cavs win, how about this rematch? Kevin Love v. Cavs.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that the Bucks are not going to pull it together and win 4. Still think they're going to win 4 in a row and win the series.
I do too, for the record.
The Bucks.
Having Tyler
yeah,
Hero
okay.
out
I thought you were talking about the Cavs.
destroys
I was
a
like,
terrible
wow.
Miami offense.
I'm going to tell y'all this, though. Remember what I said? I wasn't jinxing to nobody. People get hurt, bro. Remember I said, listen.
No, you did.
Hey.
You did.
The last few years in the playoffs, it seems like everybody gets hurt.
They get hurt.
Especially. But a back contusion, that's not a big deal.
But here's
Well, we don't know. I don't think it's going to be either. But, the thing with the back is we saw this with Larry Bird late in his career. We've
Tighten
seen this
up.
with other guys.
Yeah.
When it's bad, you're
right.
just about useless. You're just about useless.
And plus, if he turn around and box it down and rebound, then once again it comes down to physicality. Because think about if Julius Randle was right there and Giannis was there.
Right.
He's going to give him that business.
I bet the Bucks are secretly rooting for the Cavs to
Oh,
win the series.
I guarantee you they are. I guarantee you they are.
Because
they know
don't-
that the Giannis matchup becomes a million times easier.
Right.
And they
With
got-
Finn
And the Knicks are just a physical team, and they can run
Bigs
they
at
run
you.
these bigs off the bench that can just beat you up. The Cavs have nothing off the bench.
I know we want to talk about the other NBA series quickly, but there was one thing that you wanted us to ask that I didn't. I'm not changing my pick. I picked the Knicks, so I'm not changing my pick.
I'll stand by the
you guys
Cavs. I'm
wanna
going to stand
change
by
it?
Cavs
You're
in
gonna stand
7,
by it?
but I don't feel that good about it.
No, I don't feel very good about it. Now, listen, can they win the series? I had them winning in 7. I still think that they'll probably win tomorrow? It's tomorrow. They play tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I think they'll win tomorrow.
Now
but-
they have to find a way to win one.
I
in
think if
New
they
York.
lose tomorrow, they get swept.
No. I
agree. They lose tomorrow, it's going to be a quick one.
I do not.
But I think they're going to win tomorrow.
I do not have them winning the series, and it ain't no knee-jerk reaction. It's just from me watching.
So you are changing your pick?
Heck yeah. Like I don't like the energy level. I don't like the toughness. And unless somebody wakes up and feels like they got heart all of a sudden, they may hit more shots. But at the end of the day, I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my Knicks.
Can't
Knicks
win-
is 7.
You can't win with 4 good players. I think
No.
we kidded ourselves to think that some of the others were better because we're not following the 5th through 8th guys as closely on other teams. But and the Knicks are not winning a championship, but man, they're just way better than the Cavs 5 through 8.
I was so impressed. I watched the Clippers, and the Clippers, even Russell Westbrook. This is crazy. Even Russell Westbrook was making plays where it was like, oh, that's okay. That's just Hall of Fame pedigree. We laugh all the time here, and we quick to call people garbage, washed, terrible. But when you watch them play, I'm like, wow, that was a great hustle play. That was a great defensive play. Man, that was a nice pass.
Yeah.
These is Hall of Fame type plays where guys is not shook in the least. Position changes. Guys hit Kevin Durant, come down, hit a 3. No, Kawhi Leonard, I'm coming down and
Both the LA's won.
both of them.
What a difference watching the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks of the NBA season. You're like, oh, it's so
terrible.
boring.
Terrible.
And then the playoffs start. It's like a different sport.
It is. It's a different game altogether.
I'll give it to Bull, and I've changed my perspective forever. That regular season stuff
The last 2 months
is a bunch of BS.
And don't fool yourself into thinking people can play in the postseason just because they have relative success. In
Right,
the
that's
regular
true.
No, this is a perfect
We'll
example
see it,
of
but
it.
some of those, I never watch random NBA games in the regular season, but I was locked into that Warriors Kings game
Oh, my
Saturday
goodness.
night. I couldn't shut it off. I was I was so tired by the end. I'm holding my eyes open.
Yeah, no,
to
that was
watch
one of the
end
better
game.
playoff
One of the
games
best
you'll see.
basketball games I've watched in recent memory.
It is one of the better games you'll see.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And Fox, my goodness.
He is. What a stud.
Unbelievable.
Look, and by the way, all that talk about the Western Conference being trash, not what I saw. The Clippers look good. Even the Suns look great. The Kings, and guess what?
The Lakers.
Yeah.
And Golden State. Like, I wouldn't be
And
surprised.
Denver, although Denver's playing a really bad team, but Denver
I
looks
mean,
good.
these teams ain't. I was sold a bill of goods.
I think it's just that there's no.
You bought it.
I think with the West is not the top 3 seeded teams. Denver, Memphis, and Sacramento have no track record.
They don't match up with Philly, Boston,
Well, maybe
and
they
Milwaukee.
do,
But
but
listen, on
they just
any
don't have the
given
track record.
For any given series,
Yeah.
can the team that comes out of the West beat the Celtics?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I don't think that it's going to be.
Especially as we said, like you never know with injuries. These
You don't
things
know.
pile up.
Yeah, you just
All
don't
right,
know.
Mikey.
Well, any headlines that you guys want to talk about from the other series? I was
think we hit on
impressed
it
with
there.
Kevin Love. We touched
Yeah.
on that. Obviously, the Heat win big, but they do it without Giannis.
I didn't
for
watch the
Bucks.
Nuggets game, and I
I didn't either.
watch-
There's no need to.
I didn't watch
Was
the
there?
Sixers Nets. That's a bad series.
And I look at, man, this is not the Wizards ain't got a chance. The Heat have a shot.
Oh, come on now.
No,
That's
no, 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 no,
Stop.
hold on.
Stop.
Hold on.
Well, if Giannis doesn't come
If
back,
Giannis does not
I think
come
he's right.
back,
Okay.
they got a shot.
well,
Sure.
there's
They
a
lost Tyler
possibility.
Hero. That's
Because-
a bigger loss.
because-
That is a big loss,
think,
man.
see, watch this.
God.
So if they win, if they squeak out a win tonight, now you telling me Giannis has to play peak, over the top
Is he
MVP
missing
over
game
LeBron.
two?
Listen, if
Well,
No,
he's the
no,
guy that can
they
do
don't,
that.
They don't play
though.
tonight.
they
Not
play
tonight,
they
no.
play tomorrow, right?
No, I think Wednesday.
I think Wednesday.
Yeah, they
Okay.
just played.
Well, here's the thing. If Giannis is not 100% and the Heat win that game, now he gonna have to have.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, then he's gonna have to go.
He
crazy.
has to go Super Saiyan.
I
He
got
gotta
Bucks
go
in
Super
5.
Saiyan.
Bucks in 5.
When you win the first two,
That's
you
hold
gotta
on.
win four out of 5.
I know, but the Bucks are.
I mean, that's why this game 2 is so important for the Cavs. You lose it, bye-bye.
But the
You're
Bucks
one
have a
and done.
track record. Giannis is the best player. They're not gonna.
No,
I'll be stunned.
I think
His
the reason you're
X-rays
saying
came back
that,
clear. That he's still TBD for game 2, but his X-ray did come back clear. So.
right, which is great.
That's
I mean, just
great.
if it didn't, it'd really be a problem. But like I said, with the back, it can hinder his play. And if he's not Giannis, then I say
you never
Miami
know.
has a puncher's chance.
They got a puncher's
But if he
chance.
comes back and he's even close to the MVP Giannis,
Yeah.
then this series is over.
If they
Yeah.
win game 2, can the Bucks win all? Can they win 4 out of 5? Sure they can. But here's the thing: I don't want to be in that position where I'm down 0-2, and let's not act like they don't have a guy over there like Jimmy Butler who can get it done. Bam Adebayo is very physical. So Giannis is not going to be 100%. If you get hurt in the playoffs, you're not 100% until the offseason. So now we just want to see if he's
All right.
better than 85.